Hello my darlings, my name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. Scorpio, I'm going to be doing your weekly soulmate reading for you from the 20th to the 27th of September. I apologise, it's one day late, but this reading is timeless. So when it's ever you're guided to see this reading, if it resonates with you, then it was for you at that particular time. It doesn't matter whether it's today or in a year's time. If it doesn't resonate with you, it simply means the message wasn't for you, it's for somebody else. And there will always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time that you need to see it. I am going to be doing something a little different today. I'm going to be starting with angel answers for you. So we'll dive straight into answers that you may need or want to have for questions that you have with regards to your soulmate. And then I'm going to look at the energies. We're going to dip into the energies of your soulmate, the person that you're thinking about, and we'll see where they are on their journey. And this will be in relation to you, so yours and their energies. If it does resonate, I have provided for you, sorry, I'm mumbling my words. I have provided for you an extended reading, which is available in the description box below. And in that reading, we will look at your soulmate's intentions and desires towards you. We will also look at what you can do to help this connection. And then we're also going to be looking at possible potential outcomes based on the current energies surrounding you both. So let's move on now with the reading. And first of all, I'd like you to close your eyes and think of, one or two questions that you may have with regards to your soulmate. And let's see what Spirit's answers are for you. Thank you. Well, that immediately flew out. It's up to you. So that sounds to me like there is a decision that will be entirely up to you to make. Any other messages, please, for Scorpio with regards to their soulmate? Thank you. Trust, which is just beautiful. That's having faith over fear. And I've also got don't stop as well. So whatever you're doing, my darling, at this current time, Spirit is saying don't stop doing it. So that's just wonderful. So now I'm going to dip into the energies of your soulmate. And we're going to see, first of all, where he or she, whoever you're thinking about, where are they in their current perceived state of mind with regards you, the situation. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Scorpio soulmate, thank you. So we've got the Hangman, okay? We've got the Hangman here. So, but I don't normally do reversals. This Hangman came out in reverse. So, but that's quite a strong card for me. So what it means is wherever they've been, the Hangman is about taking time out to think very deeply. The Hangman is about seeing things from a different perspective. And the Hangman is about, just absorbing what's going on around you and also feeling slightly stuck as well. But this Hangman is upside down at the moment. And what I'm feeling with this card is that they've come out of that energy and they have now got a different perceived state of mind about where they are in their life, where they are in relation to you. And this is why I feel you've got these three cards. It's up to you, trust and don't stop, because whatever you've been doing has helped your soulmate come out of this Hangman's tree. There's nothing wrong about being in the Hangman's tree. It's quite a good place to be because they have chosen to be there. And we do need that time and that space to reflect. And that's what they've chosen to do. And they haven't also been forced to do that as well. It's something that they've done because they've wanted to. So I feel like they've got something, they're standing there almost, it looks like when it's upside down, they've got something hidden, something to show you, almost a surprise. They're standing on one leg as well. And that's quite a relaxed pose that they're in. So let's move on to see now this is the challenge for your soulmate. So this is, if they were to be able to get over this challenge, this would help them. And I do apologize, my little dog is snoring. Daisy, shush, darling, shush, 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 shush. She's a very small dog. She's a Chihuahua, but she's got a very big snore, and I know you don't really want to hear it. So we're talking about your soulmate's challenge. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. There we go. So we've got here the Queen of Swords. So I'm feeling this is you. And I think whatever's happened between you, you have gone through quite a big healing process, and well done, my darling. You know, the Queen of Swords is somebody who really has learned a lot from experiences, and all relationships are for the evolution of our soul. So all relationships are for us to experience and to go through shifts and changes. So with the Queen of Swords, she has come to a place of balance within herself. She is very fair. She is very happy to have conversations that are for her greatest good. She wants, in terms of anybody in her environment, it's about somebody who's not going to muck him or her around. This Queen of Swords could be a him or a her, obviously. And she wants to speak her truth, and she wants others to speak their truth to her as well. So, you know, they're very healthy boundaries there. She's as soft as anything inside, but she has gone through something, which means that she has shifted and changed, and where she may have had certain conditioned behaviours in the past, she's not going to go back to that again. So, and this is their challenge. So I think they see you as, and this is their sort of, they haven't quite shifted into your energy space. So what you're seeing is a very healthy Queen of Swords. They're seeing as somebody who may be going, no, I'm not doing that, and I'm not doing that. And it's slightly fearful for them, because whatever they want to do in relation to you, I think they're fearful of the response they may get. But that is their issue, and that is one of the things that you're triggering them to do, is to have faith over fear, you know, to have courage of their convictions, and you know, not just to come forward and not be fearful of the outcome, because if they're coming forward from a good space, you know that you're going to listen to them. But I feel there's things in the past that they're worried about facing you and coming forward. So let's have a look at the past now. This is where they've come out of this hangman's position. Thank you. You've got here the Ace of Cups. So this for me is lovely. The Ace of Cups is immediately telling me it's not just the start of a new cycle in the near past for them, but the Ace of Cups is about self-love. So I think they've gone on a journey themselves where they've learned more about themselves. This is divinely guided, divinely gifted from Spirit, from the universe. And you've got the lotus flowers here as well. And so that says to me there's been a transformation for them. There's been a shift in them. Something has happened, something from having gone through that dark night of the soul, which the waters that lotus flower grows in sort of represents. They've come through a transformation, which is just wonderful. Okay, so let's have a look, and excuse if you can hear my son in the background, but he's got a poorly knee and he's out from school at the moment. Let's have a look at this is their goals and aspirations. So this is sort of above them. That flew out. Okay, this is the Devil card. So I feel with them, with this card, and this is good to see this card here, their goals and aspirations are not to be in that relationship, but to come out of that. The Devil card talks about being, having addictions, having kind of codependency, being ruled by triggers and behaviours, and that's what I feel that they want to come away from with this Devil card. They want to come away from whatever attachments they have. They want to step, this Ace of Cups is, you know, look at the difference between the two. So if they are in another relationship, then that is what they're wanting to move away from. But it could just equally be, if they are not in another relationship, something where they want to move away from things that have made them feel unhappy, things that have drained them, things that are not soul-driven, whatever that may mean for you. So let's now have a look at what's beneath them. This is the feeling behind the feeling behind the feeling that's driving them with this connection with you. And it may be things they're not even aware of, but thank you. Thank you, Spirit. So we've got this Nine of Swords here. So this is saying to me that they are, wherever they have been in this relationship, their driving feeling is it has made them very unhappy. It has given them a lot of anxiety. It has given them a lot of fear. It's given them a lot of worry. This could be, though, also in relation to you, because you are here as this Queen of Swords. And so it could be that whatever's driving them forward is this fear and anxiety in relation to you. And it's not a very happy space to be. And Spirit, their soul, is guiding them to move away from that space. I'll get some more clarification on that in the extended reading. But there's a lot of regret here as well. In fact, thank you, they've just given me another card. When I said that I was going to just pull another card for you, you have here the Six of Cups, which is the soulmate card. And you know, when I mentioned at the beginning of the reading that soulmates are given to us to help trigger those inner child wounds. You and they have been brought together for so many lovely reasons. I know that you have a lot of happy moments with them, happy memories with them. There's a great childlike energy between you. There's been a lot of fun, and there's been a great tenderness I'm getting as well. But at the same time, this represents to me that you've both been giving each other the gift of healing. And what I'm feeling now, which I mentioned as one of the reasons why the Devil card has appeared, is I think there was a codependency there before with you and they, or maybe one of you, and this is what they want to move away from. And it's all comes down, you know, codependency and addictions to certain ways of behaviour come down simply to self-love and self-worth. And so I love to see that there's been this Ace of Cups in their recent past, because they've obviously gone through something, and they are still in it, okay, with this Nine of Swords, because wherever they are right now, I feel like they're beating themselves up a bit, and they don't know which way to turn. I'm so sorry again. Daisy, stop snoring, darling. I'm so sorry. And now we're going to look at what their next steps are. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, they're in, as I said, this journey at the moment. The next steps is the Moon card. And the Moon card represents so many things to me, and this is a really good card. First of all, because the Moon controls the waves, controls the tides, so it's about that pull. Wherever their soul is pulling them to in relation to you, it's about facing their fears. It's about facing, as I see these towers, as conditioned behaviours. It's about facing, you know, looking at behaviours of themselves. It's very hard to go within. It's very hard to, but it's so rewarding to go and look at yourself in relation to others. And we don't know ourselves unless we are in a relationship. We have relationships with others. So every relationship is given to us to learn, grow, shift and evolve. They are at the moment, because you have this lobster here, you see, they're coming into a space where Spirit's really working with them. Everything happens for us. So Spirit is working with them, whatever experiences they're going through, to help them shift, to help them change. And the lobster represents that, because the lobster only grows when they're forced to, when they get so uncomfortable in their shell, they have to be forced to shift, to grow out of their shell. And this lobster's coming up out of this water, but it is following their life, the life path. And behind that moon, behind those things yet unknown, behind that pull is the Sun card. It's leading to their happiness. You've got here the two wolves here, and that talks about, you know, we all have two wolves inside us, the fear wolf and the love wolf, and the wolf that leads the pack is the wolf we feed. So it's about, you know, whether they allow their fears to control them, or whether they allow their heart and soul to lead them forward. Now, what's very interesting here is that you have this Devil card in the above position, and you have the Nine of Swords and the Six of Cups in the below position. So there is some synergy between their goals and aspirations and this Six of Cups and this turmoil that they're going through. They are going through, I believe, feeling, and they've come through quite a lot already, but the Hangman being upside down. They're going through a big change at the moment, and they're getting a lot of different perspective on things. They're getting a lot of receiving thoughts. They're getting a lot of triggers. They're getting a lot of everything. But the universe will always work very hard when somebody will always work very hard. But when you're willing, and I feel like they're willing with this Ace of Cups in the recent past, to shift and change, it comes down to free will, then that's why the cards are showing that, you know, they're going to come into this moon position, and this is regards their next steps, all in relation to you. I also feel like there's a lot of dreams and things that they're having, and, you know, particularly at night time, we do receive an awful lot of messages from spirit. It's when we're at our quietest, it's when our mind's not working so hard with those thoughts that are not receiving thoughts, and it's when we allow messages to come through. So this is a very interesting message. I do have on the bottom of the deck the Lover's card. So I don't know, my darling, whether this is in relation to just choices in love and trust, or whether it's, you know, about trusting in that power of love, and or whether there is somebody else involved in this relationship, because you've got here the Devil card in the goals and aspirations. But if it is, they're looking to move away from that. And as the cards say, it's up to you. Trust, because whatever you're doing, my darling, you're doing really well, and it's going to be up to you to make whatever decision, and don't stop. It's just so beautiful. Scorpio, I hope that resonated with whoever's meant to hear it. As I said, I'm now going to go into the extended reading for you, and we'll look at, again, you know, what your soulmate's intentions and desires are towards you. We're going to be looking at what you can do to help this connection. That's your advice from spirit, and also a potential possible outcome based on current energies in this reading. And if I don't see you in the extended, have a really lovely week, and I look forward to doing your reading for you next weekend. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.